Okay, a question I get asked a lot, and I've got a lot of lenses, is that why do you have a filter on some of your lenses, and why do you not have a filter on some of your other lenses, and what do you recommend? And the easy answer to all of it is that if the real estate of the front elements is insanely expensive. In other words, it comprises an expensive lens, and it's rather huge and easy to damage because there's so much coverage there. Like this, I think it's a 77mm filter, as I recall. Yeah, it is a 77mm filter protecting this huge front element. Then I've got a filter on it, but only anti-reflective crystalline coated lenses. There's only two that are worth buying for the price. That's Hoya Multi-Coat. There are more expensive filters with multi-coat. People call it multi-coat. It's just an anti-reflective coating. Okay, it's really simple. Really, only about 40% of my lenses have UV AR coated. I don't care if it's UV or if it's clear, as long as it's an AR coat and it's good quality glass. Filters really have narrowed drastically, so all the idiots out there that are recommending buying B&W filters, and these people are they're just flat out bass-ackwards insane. You know, there's no reason to be spending that kind of stupid, insane money on those filters. Also, their thread pitch is really shallow, and you only get like 3/4 of a turn before it's maxed out. Recommend a Hoya HMC, which just stands for Hoya Multi-Coat. Multi-Coat is just their BS phraseology for AR coating. You can see the AR coating on the filter. It's got that green sheen. Sometimes it has a purple. The older ones have it's a different type of crystalline coating. It's vacuum deposited, crystalline that's vaporized, and then the crystals grow on the lens filters in a vacuum chamber. Sometimes they'll look blue or purple. This one has a green tint, and it's due to the type of metallic oxide AR coating that's on the lens. Since everything can be done in post now, there are really only two filters I give a damn about, since everything can be done in Photoshop or Lightroom, and that's a prophylactic filter like this means just protective UV, or necessary filter that actually serves a genuine purpose, like a linear or circular polarizer. Hoya. I buy Hoya because I can find them used, mint condition, just ridiculously cheap. Oftentimes for $10 a pop. There are just tons and tons of used Hoyas out there. Believe it or not, now these are marked platinum, and they're actually sold at Best Buy. They're all $20 a pop, except for the circular polarizers. But the UV multi-coats, these are actually exquisite filters, and believe it or not, of all places, Best Buy sells them. They're just as good as a Hoya. They're made by Sunpack, but Best Buy and whatever insane wisdom as they package them as a platinum, but nevertheless they're made by Sunpack, and they're really actually exquisite anti-reflective coated protective filters for your expensive lenses. And my general rule is I'm only throwing the filters on the really expensive glass like this, or like the 50mm f1.2, or some of the other lenses like the 1835, 1635, and especially like the 135 millimeter f2 and some other really expensive glass, because that front element is, you've ruined that, you've ruined the lens basically. So that's the more or less the philosophy behind why I've got some lenses covered and why I don't. And just stick with Hoya Multi-Coat. HMC just stands for AR coating. It's just their BS phraseology. And go to Best Buy and get the platinum. It's marked multi-coated on their stupid little box. That just means it's AR coated. And anyway, that kind of sums it up. So the only filters I buy anymore, since everything can be done in post, are AR coated UV for protection, and either a circular or a linear polarizer from Hoya. The B&W filters are not worth it. These lens sniffers, they're just insane, thinking that the B&W filters cause better image rendition, since it's another piece of glass that it has to pass through. This really is BS. Filters they've narrowed so drastically in the past couple decades that this is just total crapola. Spending $60 for B&W filter You know, if you got money to intentionally piss away, then go ahead and buy it, but it's absolutely not worth it. Anyway, catch you later. That's my little video spiel on protective filters, and a lot of people ask that, and that's my answer on that one. Catch